Yo, what's good, YouTube? You're back with the Prez, and today I'm going to bring you another video talking about training. Today I'm going to break down the differences between exercising and training. Listen, I've been getting a lot of comments. I get DMs, people saying, how come your workouts always seem to be the same? Your videos look the same. Listen, guys, when I'm working out, my purpose is to train. Now listen, there's a difference between exercising and training. Training goes back to my initial video when I speak about having a purpose. Is there intent to your training sessions? Listen, I go in there with a goal every time to get better at the specific movements that I'm training. I'm always trying to get stronger, and by stronger, not only do I mean adding more weight, I also mean being able to add more reps, control my body better doing those movements, and just getting better in general at those same basic movements that you see me performing over and over in different variations in all my videos. So look, guys, let's talk about exercising. Exercising is a form of movement that people do and engage in order to burn calories. There's nothing wrong with exercising. Exercising is great, and most people should be engaging in some type of exercise. My purpose right now is no longer weight loss. I'm training with an intent. My intent is, to get better at pull-ups, dips, body weight movements. I train these movements over and over in different methods. High reps, low reps, high weight, low rest periods, long rest periods, different variations of the movement, supinated grip pull-ups, pronated grip pull-ups, supinated grip push-ups, dips on a straight bar, dips on parallel bars, push-ups, elevated push-ups, muscle-ups, assisted muscle-ups. These are all the same movements, just being trained in different ways, all with different focuses through each training session. Now let's go back to exercise. Now when I say exercise, again, I don't talk about it in a bad way. Exercise is what people engage in when their goal is to lose weight, burn calories, and they really don't have an intent. They have no long-term goal besides improving their overall physique and bettering their health. You can do that in many ways. Exercise can be defined as simple as going around the block and going for a walk. If that's more than you normally do, that would be exercise to some people. So if your day is spent 99% of the time you spent in front of a computer desk working, or if you're just watching TV all day playing video games, you getting up and going around the block for a walk, that is now a form of exercise for that person. Again, exercise is intended to lose weight, burn calories, and maintain a healthy physique and a healthy relationship with yourself. Healthy balance in all aspects of life can be achieved by exercising. Again, training comes when you have a purpose. Now again, so right now, like I've mentioned, on October 17th, I actually have a routine. I actually have a tournament coming up. I have a set routine that I've been preparing for. I already know the routine that I'm going to be competing in. I know the person I'm competing against, one-on-one battle, and I know the exact routine I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to tell the routine. You're not going to see me training exactly specifically that set, but all the training I'm going to be doing up until then is going to be with an intent on getting better at the routine that I have to compete in on October 17th. Now listen, you ain't going to see much variation from me training for this routine and me not training for this routine, because again, it's the same movements over and over. I practice push-ups, I practice dips, I practice pull-ups, I practice squats, I practice deadlifts. I practice the same main compound movements day in, day out, week after week. Listen, if you guys ever want to see progress, you can't be all over the board. One day you can't go in there and have a workout full of burpees. Day 2, you can't go in there and let's say, all right, I'm going to do 10 pull-ups today, 20 push-ups, 15 squats. Let's do that for rounds. Day 3, what are you going to do? For a person that doesn't have an intent or doesn't have a set schedule, they may go back in there. Maybe they're going to do on day 3 just 15 minutes of cardio, and maybe they're going to do some ab work. Listen, if you repeat that week after week and you do the ssame routine, you will get better at those specific exercises that you keep training. But what is the purpose of those training? What is the purpose of getting better at ab exercises? What is the purpose of getting better at running if you're not a runner? That's where it comes into. That's why the staple exercises you see in my program, in bodybuilder programs, in strongman programs, they're always going to be the same movements, the same movement patterns, because one, they're effective, two, they're tried and proven, and three, these are the movements that we're trying to get better in our sport in general. So look, if you're a power lifter and your goal is to get better in a snatch and you're trying to break the world snatch record, you're not going to be going out there doing tons of rowing motions or tons of cardio, burpees. That guy's main focus is going to be snatching. He's going to snatch in high reps. He's going to snatch in low rep ranges. He's going to snatch with heavy weight. He's going to snatch with slow and controlled reps. But everything is going to be variations of that snatch. The same thing when you see me training pull-ups, muscle-up, dips. If I'm doing dips on a straight bar, if I'm doing dips on a parallel bar. Same thing with legs. Look at this video right now. Right now I'm doing a body weight explosive jump squat. I'm training the same muscles that you saw me doing in the previous clip when I was squatting. Listen, staples for legs that you're always going to see me doing. Stiff leg deadlifts, lunges, deadlifts, squats. These are staples that you're going to see in the most known, most well-known bodybuilders, the most sought-after people in this field of fitness and exercise science. These are going to be the movements that they're always going to be preaching. You're always going to see them doing. These are the exercises that are going to have the most bang for your buck. These are the exercises that are going to cause the most benefit in overall posture, body health, muscular gain, everything. That's why you see me training, and when you see others training, people that are training for world records, the workouts they may post every day, they may be the same workout, but the only thing that may be different is the amount of load that they're using. Maybe one day they're showing you them doing a rep range of 20 plus reps. Maybe the next day they're doing the same exact workout, but now they're working in that low rep range. Maybe they're doing 1 to 5 reps with 3 times the weight that they were doing the day before. Everything is a purpose when you're training with an intent and you have a goal in mind. So again, training and exercising are on two different ends of the spectrum, but they're both in that realm of fitness and health, and they're both there to increase your longevity and better yourself overall. So let's go into some exercise routines that you would see common people doing, like I mentioned before. People just jogging, going for a jog. People coming into the bars, which you'll see in the background. You'll see people doing, over here and there, they'll be doing some crunches. They may go on the pull-up bar, do some pull-ups. Maybe you'll see them doing some burpees or some push-ups afterwards. People that you see not too often working out, if you go to the gym and you're a regular in the gym, I'm pretty sure 90% of the time you're training there, you're going to the gym with an intent to train. You're going there to get better at the movements that you train week in and week out. Listen, most people that go to the gym are consistent people. That the regulars in the gym, they have a set program. They're tried and true. They know what their routine is. They're ready and they're prepared to work day in and day out. It's the non-regulars. It's the people that come sporadically. The people that you see, the people that the regulars see, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, and they come up to you asking you for advice. Those are the people that are going in there to exercise. Those are the type of people that have no intent with their training besides the fact to just go in there, burn some calories, get a workout in, work up a sweat, make themselves feel good about themselves like they did something, which is great. You guys did do something. You guys getting out and going to the gym is more than you sitting home and doing nothing. So just making that effort to get up and get out is more than most people. Now all you got to do, listen, it's not everybody's going to dive right into training. If you're a newbie just getting into this fitness game and just trying to better your health, 99% of the time, you're going to be going with a purpose to exercise. You got to learn the movements. You want to go in there, understand how your body works. You're going to be in a learning phase in the beginning. That's where you have more time to exercise, more time to burn calories, have a little more fun with it. When you're serious and you understand the movements and you're ready to start working and start crushing goals, that's when things become repetitive. That's when you're going to see the same exercises being trained day in, day out, week in and week out. Listen, there's things called phases. You could work, let's give you guys an example. Let's go on a push-pull leg routine, and we're going to go on simple. We're going to talk about a 3-day-a-week program right now. We're going to go 3 months straight with this 3-day-a-week program. Now, for the first 4 weeks, people will go in there. Let's say if you're a newbie, you're going in on a push, pull, legs routine. So 3-day-a-week split. Monday, you're going to do all push. Wednesday, you're going to do all pull. Friday, you're going to do all legs, right? Let's just say this is how you're going to set up your routine. So for the first 4 weeks, Mondays on your push day, you're going to work on a strength-based focus. So we're going to keep all these exercises, all our main push exercises, our shoulder press, our bench press, our dips. We're going to work on getting stronger. We're going to work them in the 1 to 5 rep ranges, keeping the rest periods really long, 2 to 3 minutes, slowing down the workout, so the workouts are going to take a little longer, understanding the movements. We're going to work that phase, let's say now, for 4 weeks. We're going to stay in a strength building range. And we're going to work the same exercises. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So our main exercises on our push, let's say we're going to have shoulder press and bench press, our 2 main exercises on our push day. Now we're going to our pull day, our 2 main exercises. Let's say we're going to do weighted pull-ups and bent over barbell rows. And for legs, we're going to do either a deadlift or a squat or a lunge variation for our main movement for legs. So like I said, for the first 4 weeks, every Monday when you're hitting that push, you want to be getting stronger in those 2 main movements, the standing military press and your bench press. You want to be working in that 1 to 5 rep range, focusing on increasing weight week by week for the first 4 weeks. And then it goes to the pull exercises, it would be the same thing. So when you come to your pull exercises, let's say our focus is, again, weighted pull-ups or pull-ups if you can't do weighted pull-ups yet, and bent over barbell rows. So what we're going to do now for the first 4 weeks, we're going to work in those strength rep ranges. Every week we're going to focus on getting a little stronger, maybe adding 2 to 5 pounds to the bar each week for the first 4 weeks, building a nice solid base. Like I said, it's going to be a 3-month-long program I'm going to demonstrate to you guys now. All right, so first 4 weeks, wrapped it up, all strength-based training. We got stronger in our main compound lifts. That's going to give us a good base to get into weeks 5 to 8, and then weeks 9 to 12 further down the line. So now we're going to get into weeks 5 to 8. We just finished working off in that strength rep range. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start adding more volume to our routines. Remember, working in that low rep range, the volume is relatively low. You're not doing many sets or many reps. That's the focus of strength training. You're really trying to focus on really firing up many muscle fibers as possible, activating all the fibers at once to get that muscle stronger. Recruitment of the muscle fibers is key when working on strength training movements. So now in this hypertrophy range, hypertrophy-based sets is working in that 6 to 12 rep range. That's going to build volume and tear down the muscles. It's going to keep more time under tension. If you're working in that 6 to 12 rep range with good control, each rep should be about 2 to 3 seconds. If you're hitting a nice 12 reps, that's 36 seconds sets. This is going to build time under tension on the muscle as well. Putting more volume into the muscle, building it up, getting more of a swole and rounder look to the muscle, as opposed to the strength training, which is, again, strength training is going to build muscle, but it's just going to be really focusing on those neurological and those central nervous system adaptations, allowing you to push more weight at a given time. So now in this hypertrophy range, we're really going to work on building the muscle up. 6 to 12 rep ranges on the same exercises. We're going to still be doing on our push day either weighted dips, bench press, standing military press, whatever our 2 movements are that we're focusing on. We're going to do the same 2 movements from weeks 1 to 4, and now we're going to build the volume up in them, working in that 6 to 12 rep range, 3 to 4 sets per day. So week 5 on the hypertrophy, on push day, you're going to start out standing military maybe, hitting 6 to 12 reps for 3 to 4 sets. Then going on to either your weighted dips or your bench press. And then from there, then you go into your accessory movements, your flies, your push-ups. That's where you can start throwing in more volume. But the main compound movements are what you want to focus on changing the rep schemes each block that we're working in. So weeks 5 to 8 is going to be focused on hypertrophy-based training. Each week we're going to go in, hit the same exercises, working to either add weight and numbers to the set. Remember, you're not going to go in there right away and get on and throw on your first set and hit 3 sets of 12 reps right away. If you did that right away, you have to increase the weight. So that's how you progressively overload. You want to get better at increasing a set weight. So if you're working in that, let's say you're doing weighted dips at 45 pounds. The first time you go on, you hit set 1, you hit 10 reps. Set 2, you hit 10 reps. But set 3, you only get 8. That means the next week when you're coming, you want to focus on getting 10 reps, 10 reps, 10 reps with that 45 pounds before you move on to either 4 sets or increasing the weight to try to hit another 3 sets of 10. So we're working in that 3 to 4 set range, in that 6 to 12 rep range, weeks 5 to 8. Once we built a nice base, we're now adding all this hypertrophy work. Now we're getting our muscles used to putting in more effort, more volume, more effort. From weeks 9 to 12, the final month of the program. Remember, we're going through a 3-month trial program here that I'm just laying out for you guys. Now we're going to get into that really high rep range, working on that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. High rep range meaning 15 plus reps per set. Again, we're going to use the same exercises. Now the intensity, meaning the amount of load we're lifting, is going to be decreased. There's no way we're going to be able to lift the same weight we lifted in week 1, doing those low rep ranges, working in this high rep range now. So if we were doing weighted pulls in week 1 with a 45-pound plate, hitting that 1 to 5 rep range, you best believe for this endurance phase, you're probably going to be using no weight. You may even start using resistance bands to get in some more volume. You want to be working, again, in that 15 plus rep range for every exercise. So if you're doing standing military press, you're going to have to lower the load dramatically so you hit that high volume. And now when you're hitting this high volume training, the rest periods come into play as well. That's when the rests become really short. You want to keep the blood and the flow of the blood to the muscles high. That's causing the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy gains. 15 plus reps, 60-second breaks tops in between sets. So when you see me doing those 5-minute drills, those high endurance 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, that's working in that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy ranges. Remember, I'm hitting 50 straight pull-ups before I hit 100 straight push-ups. I'm not hitting a 50 clip, but I'm hitting my first clip, 15 plus reps, and then I'm keep adding on with I'm not taking 1-minute break. I'm taking a couple second breaks. So it's literally just me doing one giant set of 50 reps. Same thing for the push-ups. The max breaks you see when I get off that bar and I need to rest is maybe 10-15 seconds to regain my breath. Then I go out. Even if I'm pushing out only another 3 or 4 reps a time, I'm getting up, resting, and pushing them out. It's one continuous set of 100 reps. I'm not breaking this down to 5 sets of 20. That's not it. This is high-base hypertrophy, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy training. Same thing if you were to go for your sets now in the gym on your push-pull legs. So now I said, for standing military press, you're going to do 15 plus reps. If you're doing handstand push-ups, now you got to get on a wall. So you again, if you're doing handstand push-ups for your main pressing movement, and for week 1 to 5 you're working at low rep range, there's no way you're going to be banging out 15 plus reps by the month 3. There's no way your body's going to adapt that fast, especially doing them freestanding. You're going to have to go on a wall, decrease the leverage of your body by putting some weight on the wall, and now you can bang out higher reps. Same thing for your pull-ups. If you can't hit 15 plus body weight pull-ups yet, now hit your max body weight pull-ups and have a resistance band there ready to help you increase those reps. That's how you get more volume in when you're still a beginner. You use resistance bands. So these routines can be tailored to all levels. And plus, working in that week 5 to 8, in weeks 5 to 8, building on that hypertrophy-based training, that's going to help you build up the strength and the endurance a little bit. So these 15 plus rep ranges won't be so challenging as if you were to go straight from weeks 1 to 4 into this high-based, endurance-based sessions. That's why we go strength training, hypertrophy training, then high rep training. So we build up gradually, and the endurance and the aspect of workload in a given session is gradually increasing. So listen, guys, having an intent, having a set plan is your best bet for success, whether training in the gym, with bodyweight training in the park, or in general. Having a set plan is going to set you up for success. If you go into each session randomly with nothing planned, no intent to your sessions, you're never going to see the progress. Progressive overload is going to be very hard to see because the exercise variation is going to be too much. You want to stick to the same basic exercises over and over. That's how you get better. That's how you see progress. That's how you see numbers go up if you're lifting weights. That's how you see reps go up if you're working bodyweight training. That's how you see holds last longer when you're doing bodyweight training. Progressively working on the same movements in different rep ranges for periods of time. Letting your body adapt to a certain rep range and then switching it up so it gets a new stimulus. So listen, guys, I hope you enjoy these videos. This is the difference between training and exercising. If you have any questions, leave a comment, DM me, send me an email. Hope you enjoy these type of videos. Like always, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Bar Naturals.